my beautiful friends, and welcome to Tailor Made Beauty by Kris. In today's video we are talking about the By Terry Hyaluronic Acid Hydra-Foundation with SPF 30. This is a foundation that I have seen reviewed on so many other channels focusing on us mature over 50 women, and so many people have liked it. I had to give it a try. Just in case this is new to you, it retails for $59 on the By Terry website. It comes in 17 shades. There are not a lot of options if you are dark complected. I don't think the company did a really good job with that part of their product. Having said that, this is a very serum-like foundation. Hence, it's a Hydra foundation, hyaluronic. My skin in the summertime is pretty normal. In the wintertime, I can get a little dry with some dry patches. You're going to see in this footage that I have blonde hair and I've gone darker for fall. That's because I shot 3 days of testing this summer. You're gonna see I wasn't very successful with it, and I just put it aside. I've used it several times since I shot that footage, so I wanted to show you that footage. Then I'm gonna come back and share with you where my thoughts are now on this product. Day one, I have primed my face with the Pat McGrath Sublime primer, which is a thick liquid. It's not super runny and it's not a putty. When you order it, you get the sponge, so I have that damp, and the packaging is so pretty. This is shade 300 and neutral. Okay, so it's a dropper. I don't know that I have another foundation that comes in a dropper. And you can see, it's a pretty runny liquid. It's not going all over the place, but it runs pretty well. Let's start down the midline with the nose and the chin. Oh, it is, it definitely has a fragrance. It's a very subtle floral. It's more like a clean floral. It's not a super powerful, but you will notice it. And of course, being this liquid, and it's got hyaluronic acid in it, so it is a very moisturizing serum type foundation, which I appreciate since my skin runs normal to dry. But I think even, normal, even if you're maybe a little bit on the oily in the T-zone, right? Hyaluronic acid is just such an amazing ingredient. This is going on nicely. I'm liking the coverage. It's just evening out my skin tone without covering up everything. Yes, I am really liking that. I'm going to finish up my makeup and we'll see how this goes today. It's been just over 8 hours since I put this foundation on. And I will say almost immediately some stuff didn't go so great. I used the Beauty Bakery Flour Setting Powder, and it immediately settled into my lines, and so that wasn't great. And it's totally gone from my chin and from my nose. I have been doing a lot of research and editing today, and I do a lot of this when I'm doing that, so I'm not surprised by it wearing off on the chin. Having said that, I liked how it looked. It looked nice from a distance if you didn't get up close. So I think tomorrow let's just make a plan to try something different and see if we can get this to work. Day 2 today, and I'm using the same primer, and I thought I'd show it to you. That's what kind of, thick primer it is, but it goes on very nicely. I have just been using this Pat McGrath, what is it? It is the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Primer. I've been using that most of the summer, trying to use it up, and I really like it. It's got nice moisturizing. It does a nice job of helping to fill pores and fine lines. So there you go. I realized I made a big mistake yesterday. On the bottom of the bottle, it very clearly has a picture telling you to shake and shake and shake. So I'm going to do that because I have a feeling that impacted the coverage, and just, overall, if there's some stuff in this formulation that settles out, then really, if you're going to get the whole thing, you got to give it a good shake. I have probably shaken it more than necessary, but let's just see. Let's do the back of the hand thing here to see if it compares with yesterday. Yeah, still really runny, although I will say, from my recollection, this looks a little bit more like foundation. It doesn't look as watery as it did yesterday. Going with the same damp beauty blender that at least when I purchased, and I think it's still the case on the website, they throw in for free when you buy this foundation, and they say that is a $19 value. I don't agree. I would not spend $19 on a beauty blender, but no doubt if you bought it from By Terry, that's what they would charge you. So there you go. And yes, it's, like yesterday, it is blending in very nicely. I do feel like, yes, I'm getting more coverage than I did yesterday, which is good. That is one dropper worth, and I'm going to go in with another one. That may have been more than I wanted to get, but let's see what this will build to today. I would say that is a good medium coverage, and so that was 2 droppers full. I am going to use that same Beauty Bakery powder on one side, just as a control for yesterday, having not actually shaken the product. Oops. And on the other side, and on my right, that is definitely, if anything is going to collect in this line, it'll collect in the right one, not the left one. So let's just see what the Beauty Bakery was contributing. This is the Wet and Wild setting powder. It is the Photo Focus translucent powder. So, I'll see you in 8 hours. Here we are at the 8-hour check-in, and shaking the foundation made a huge difference. It still looks really nice, but close up, and let me pop in a picture here. This is from my 10x mirror in my bathroom. I am just not loving how it's laying on my skin, where I've got wrinkles and texture. So, I like it like from here up. I really like it. This area, I'm not loving it. Having said that, it's such a pretty finish from a normal distance. Up close, I feel like I can see it sitting on top of my skin. So I think tomorrow, maybe no primer. Let's see what difference that makes. Here we are, day 3. No primer today. Let's see if this works any better, not with a primed face. And I have given my sunscreen about 20 minutes to set up, and that's been the same as the other days. I don't think that's a factor in all of this. Man, this is runny stuff. All right. How's your day going? I have a bunch of errands to run today, which always seems to take longer than I'm expecting. I have absolutely no complaints. It goes on really easily, evenly. It does make my skin look nice. I really like that. I'm just super curious about this. Now I feel like I need to go try the foundation I've been wearing all summer. Like, have I just been ignoring this issue down here? Anyway, I'll see you at the check-in. So clearly I never came back for the final check-in on that 3rd day of testing with no primer. It was kind of the same old story. It settled into wrinkles and it was just a hot mess. I feel like now, like today, I'm wearing the foundation today and I have had a much better experience with it today than I did when I was testing it. And so I'm feeling like I do have those foundations. Do you? Foundations that, like, this is a summer foundation, this is a winter foundation, this is a year-round foundation. But this might be one of those for me that is a winter foundation. Today, it did not settle into these lines. Broke apart a little bit under my nose, but I'm actually shooting this at the end of the day when I've had this makeup on for over 8 hours and it is still looking really good. So yeah, had I actually finished this video this past summer, I would have not recommended this foundation at all. Like, I would just say, or I had a bad experience with it. Having lived with it, and now that we are into more winter-like weather, I am starting to see the place this takes in kind of my foundation wardrobe. So, and plus, now that we're coming up on the holidays, I suspect that By Terry will be having sales. I think I picked this up. They were having 25% off. So if it's something that you want to try, you may just want to keep checking their website to see if they're offering any deals. So subscribe, like, leave me a comment, and thank you for being with me. Have a fantastic day.